easier time for people to go on. So I'm just going to get a couple of things ready. Today I did a little bit of a Primark haul, so do take a look at that. And Superdrug. Um, Today we're going to be looking at the lip contour kit. I did a little bit of a try on. I think these are so similar to the Kylie Jenner kits, lip kits. This is from Revolution. And then the rose palette from Natasha Denona as well. So I'm just going to prime my face while I wait for people to come on. And the other thing that I picked up today that I did say in my video earlier is that I picked up one of the blushes from Primark, and this is the Sangria. If I just show you, let's have a look. That's Sangria. If I just look at, excuse the shine. So I'm going to prime the face. All my skincare is done. Let me know when you're on as well, so I can say hi. A lot of these lives as well are for you guys to kind of interact with me as well. So primer, we're going to go in with Rimmel, and this is their Fix and Perfect. Okay. Move this out of the way. It's like a little bit like a moisturizer. Okay. Just going to take a little bit of that around the face. It really does feel like a moisturizer. Okay. Need a little bit more than that. Just let me know when you're on. So yeah, so today it will be the Natasha Denona palette, eyeshadow palette, and that's the rose palette, and then it'll also be the Nars concealer, blusher, bronzer, and the mascara, which I have to say is the best mascara I ever had. So getting that all around the face. Now, and it really is like a moisturizer, this one. So the one I've just put on, it's a Fix and Perfect Primer, 5-in-1, smooths, refreshes, resurfaces, brightens, mattifies, and protects. So that's what we're going to be doing there. Okay. And then I'm just going to be going in with my usual e.l.f. So what I'll do first is just give you a close-up of that primer, that blush again. This is Sangria from Primark. And honestly, guys, it's beautiful. So let's have a look. So on my video, you would have seen the Nars, and these are the miniatures. So Look Fantastic at the minute are doing a deal where you get 4 items of Nars for £30, which I know is crazy, but they're all miniature. But you still, I know miniature, but you do get a lot. So you get the bronze, the blush, and I will show you. You get the mascara. I'm trying to hold it all. And then you get your concealer, but you choose your concealer basically. So go on to Look Fantastic. Go to the iconic, just put in Nars iconic, and this will come up. And the only difference that you will get is you'll get a chance to kind of choose whatever concealer color you are. I got creme brulee, which is really good, but all of this, guys, at the moment is was £30 on Look Fantastic, but just keep in mind they are miniature, but you get so much. So this is absolutely amazing. Check out the video I did on it today. It is the best mascara I think I've ever used, and I didn't even have my lash curler today because it broke after about 3 years. I just love my e.l.f. lash curler, and it gave out today. Hi Salam, thank you for joining. It gave out on me today. So but yes, guys, all of that for £30 on Look Fantastic, and it does deliver to Europe as well. I'm not sure about US, but certainly Look Fantastic delivers outside of the UK. So we've got our bronzers and our blush. So if I just show you, so the bronzer is in Laguna, and also I'm really excited to show you guys the lip kit here. This is the lip contour kit from Revolution, but it screams Kylie Jenner. It just screams Kylie Jenner as well. So I want to show you that too. Yeah, so that's it. So let's just give you a quick look before we put on the foundation and things. Hi Jim Dom, thank you for joining. Before we go into the mascara and everything, let me just have a look and I want to give a shout out to this shirt too, guys. This is something that TikTok made me buy. So this says made in the 80s, but it has all like my favorite cartoon characters from when I was a kid. It's just one of that kid in me wants to buy it, so I bought it on TikTok. One of those things that TikTok makes me buy. Hi Stuart. Hi. I can't pronounce your your name, sorry, but hi. So this is Laguna, and it comes off quite brown, kind of a cool toned brown, but it's really, really warm toned on the skin, like just after the beach. And again, this isn't my video. Then I've got the blush, which was in mascara. I'm doing good, Jim Dub. How are you doing today? And this is in Orgasm, and you can see that it kind of has like a multi kind of tonal when I turn it. There's a lot of shimmer, and I did actually think, guys, that that was quite interesting. That was quite interesting. A lot of shimmer. I'm good, thank Jim Dog. My last day of vacation today, and then I'm back at work tomorrow. So last evening, I should say. In the UK, it's about 7 o'clock at night. So yeah, you can see it's kind of like a shimmer, but then as I turn, it does have a. Okay, Jim Dog, bye. Thank you. So that's it. Okay. Right. Let's go and just show you the It Cosmetics. What I might do is go in with my Makeup by Mario and my concealer. When will we change? You didn't ask me what was distracting me, but this is your first comment, when will we change? So how was I to know? This is your first comment on the video, so I'm not quite sure what you mean. Okay, so we're going to go in with the concealer because I do have a little bit of foundation on, BB cream on already. So I'm going to go in with that concealer. So we're just going to dot it under here. Okay, if you are going to continue that, I'm just going to get you out. So I think I know who you are. I'm not even going to say your username. Not you, and you will change. But I think you know who you are. I'm not going to even say your name because it's not even worthwhile saying it. But I'm not going to put up with anyone being nasty on here. That's not what it's for. It's a makeup channel. So basically, if you're going to be nice, be nice. If not, you can always go out of the live. Okay, so I've just dotted that around this face. I'm just going to go in with my beauty blender. Guys, if you're not into makeup and you're not into any makeup application or finding out about any beauty products, then I would suggest you go and leave right now. But I won't be putting up with any nasty comments or trolling. You'll just go out straight away. Okay, so this is creme brulee. Okay. Well, you're asking me to stop doing what I'm doing because it's distracting you. So then I would suggest not to look. If it's distracting you and you don't want to look, don't look. That would be my suggestion. So, hi Evie. Hi Michelle. I just have some people in here tonight, I think, that are, I think, what we call trollers, maybe, possibly, who aren't really in here for the makeup. So if you are interested in makeup, absolutely you'll find this really interesting. If not, just leave the live. It's really easy to do. Okay, so kind of the foundation style. Okay. Okay. You've got one last chance, guys. And I think, I'm not even going to say your username because it's ridiculous. So, so that's it basically. It's not that long. Doesn't take that long to go in, and I have got some like BB cream on already, so I've popped that concealer on. What I'm going to do now is go in with Makeup by Mario, and I'm just going to use my foundation brush, and I'm just going to pop that around. This is the Soft Sculpt Transforming Skin Enhancer, and mine is in light. Okay, so I'm just going to pop that with my hand. This is the lightest one, so I'm just going to pop that around. You'll see it turns out quite tan on the skin, but once I buff that out, guys, it's really nice, honestly. And what I would say, guys, to people that are haters and come on, they are just trying to get a reaction, and I can literally see what you're saying, but I'm not even going to remove you because you're not even worth it. So there you go. Say what you like, guys. If it gets to the point where other people are getting concerned or upset, I will certainly block you, But you know who I'm talking about. I don't care because it doesn't bother me that much. But obviously, it bothers you to sit there behind a screen. It bothers you a lot more clearly than it does me. So carry on if you want to. But I am just going to carry on doing the makeup. Okay. So then I've just popped on Makeup by Mario, and this is the Soft Sculpt Transforming Skin Enhancer. And yes, I do know how because I've removed people before. So there you go. I just saw that. So that's the end. I'm not commenting again. They can do what they want. um, okay, so that's kind of the skin part done. I want to go in with the brows now, and something that I really, really enjoy using is the e.l.f. Now, e.l.f. have just been, like I said before, my curler, my lash curler was from e.l.f. This is the e.l.f. Instant Lift Brow Pencil. This is in brown. So you get kind of the spoolie this side, and then you get your crayon style this side. So mine's in medium brown, but they have a lot of colors. Mine's just medium brown. So I'm just going to kind of brush them into place, but I'm excited. There's a blossom palette that Natasha Denona is doing at the minute that is absolutely gorgeous, but it's like £64 in the UK and Ireland, or the UK at the minute. And one of her other ones was available on is it Cult Beauty, and it's hi Evie, thank you for joining. I think that'll be a really good vote. When will we change? I think that's a really good idea. I'm going to do it in a moment, but I am just going to not let it bother me that much because I do want to just talk to you about this palette, guys. When somebody wants, when somebody's actually typing in letter after letter, all they want is attention. So that's like in life too. You come across these people. It doesn't bother me at all. I can certainly see it's bothering you guys. So after this swatch, I will block them, but it really doesn't bother me at all, as you can see. So yeah, so we're just going to brush those into place. You always find, guys, and as we are getting more into like an online generation, unfortunately, you're going to kind of come across people like this. And from being in schools and working with kids and special needs and everything, this is kind of light compared to what the poor kids that sometimes I deal with have to go through. So he or she is just looking for attention, guys, and we're not going to give it to them. So yeah, I'm just putting that in areas where my hairline naturally goes. So I'm not going to put it anywhere where it doesn't, so it kind of looks as natural as possible and more defined. Okay. So yeah, like I deal with some kids that have quite special needs. So this kind of thing that is happening here, as you can probably see, isn't bothering me really. But certainly, if it gets too much, I will absolutely get him out, or she. And I wouldn't think so. Evie, I agree with you. Thank you. When will we change? Don't let it bother you. You're beautiful and your makeup skills are great. Thank you. I do makeup. I did a course, but I do it to kind of like enhance kind of what I have. I try not to go overboard, but I do like to kind of, when I have days where I just know I like to feel a little bit better, it's nice to have these things. It's nice to have these things to do. And then if I can share it with you guys, I will as well. But thank you guys for coming in who are genuinely here for makeup. So yes, if you like Cult Beauty or you like things like Look Fantastic, if you have access to things like that in the UK, I know Sephora, but I don't know if Nars are on Sephora. They are doing, it's called the iconic Nars. So the Nars, the most iconic products Nars ever did were things like their mascara, the Laguna bronzer was so popular. That was like one of their most popular things. And the blush was so popular. So it's basically called the iconic, four iconics. So, okay. There we go. Yeah, when will you change? That's true. Your makeup doesn't change your facial features, it just enhances them. Yeah, that's what I like to do. And some people absolutely love like theatre makeup. They love things like that. But absolutely, just for me, I just like to kind of enhance or just try to kind of make them look a little bit more defined. Okay, let me just try something, guys, because okay. Okay, I've blocked who we all were trying to avoid, and I'm not even going to give them any credence by even naming them, but they are blocked. So there you go. Okay, so we're going to go ahead. Okay, so that's kind of the brows, just filling them in, making them a bit fuller. I think that's what over waxing does after a while. I used to have really thick brows, and then I think over waxing them over time, I think as a teenager, just kind of made them a bit thinner. I do have friends that get them tinted every kind of 3 to 6 months, so they don't have to do anything, but I haven't ever done that just yet. Okay, so that's it. So we're just going to go in and just talk about the Laguna bronzer. So this, keep in mind, this is the smaller one. You do get a regular size, which I think is £35, but all of these items I'm showing you today were 30. So these two, the mascara, and then the concealer I popped on, all of that was £30 today. But you're right, Evie, nobody can be as rude as that and get away with it. So what I've done is put them on a timeout for 24 hours. So as we talk, they're not going to be here. So if you guys comment below this, I'll see it, but he can't or she can't come back into the live. Okay, so you do learn a lot, guys, being online. You have to have a tough skin, I think. I do follow a couple of people that are really good at makeup, and they do lives, and they get so much troll, guys, for no reason, and really cruel things as well are said, about their facial features or stuff like that. And they are literally just coming on and reviewing a product, and it's really bad. I just find it really sad, guys. And this is like older people as well, so I'm not talking about teenagers. But then again, you don't know who's behind the screen, do you? It's kind of like one of those things. You don't know who's behind the screen. That's just one of those things I think sometimes none of us know. So always just be very aware, guys, of who you're talking to and chatting to and things like that. Because we can all kind of log off tonight, but who knows, what those people are doing when they're not on lives, basically, is what we have to think about. So I've just basically used a really big blender brush for that. And kind of just buffed it out naturally right into the hairline as well. So there you go. Okay, and now we're going to go in with the Orgasm blush. I'm going to use my Real Techniques blush brush, and we're just going to take this here, and we're just going to dot that. And again, there will be pictures, guys. But I do think you have to think about like what's going through their heads to physically sit there, guys, and like leave comments like that for people. Thankfully, I have a thick skin, but I'm sure there's people out there that don't and are just on reviewing, doing things like, not hurting anybody. And I'm sure kind of comments like that really hurt them. So it's, as I say, they're gone. I'm not even going to give them a name because I think you can see from the comments who we're talking about if you go back, if it's still available there. But yeah, so that's just kind of what the kind of Laguna bronzer and this kind of style is. It's more like spring, summer, beach style. So that's what we're going for. What I'm going to do now is just that I've done the brows, is just show you the eyeshadow. So what we're going to do is go and have a look at these. Let me know, you guys, if you've ever used it. I'm sure you have. I'm sure a lot of you have had Natasha Denona palettes before, but I love these kind of colors. So I often find, even if there is a kind of eyeshadow palette, whether it's high end or low end, there's always maybe 3 or 4 colors that I just never dip into. But I can never say that about these. I would certainly use every single one of these, guys. So I mean, if you get like say a 14 or 24 pound palette, there's always 1 or 2, at least for me anyway. Let me know in the comments if it's not for you, that I never ever dip into. So that's what it looks like. We're going to go in. This is Flamingo, so we're going to go into the lid with that, and I'm actually going to use my finger for that, and I'm just going to cover the lid. And we're going to kind of cut the crease with that kind of rose quartz color. This one here, we're going to cut the crease with. And you'll just see how it kind of widens the eye, brightens up the eye. Any eye color, I think this would suit. What I'll do is just go in now with the brush and just get it on there. Yeah, it's just going to brighten up the eye. She does so many other colors as well, guys. But yeah, I don't know what you think, guys, but I think people who come on just to harass people, it's not something that I agree with. And I see a lot of people, I follow a lot of YouTubers, and I see it happen to them, and it's quite it can be quite kind of annoying to. Sorry guys, my hair was just for me to to see because it's not kind of fair on them. Okay, so I've just kind of put that cream in the corner and in the center just to give me kind of brighten it up. And we're going to go in here with this deeper. I'm going to name them too. So this is flamingo. So this color they call flamingo. They're all named. And this one here is golden rose. So that's what we're going to go and cut the crease with now. So I'm going to get my e.l.f. crease brush and we're just going to I'm just going to go above the crease and really just bring that into the inner corner. And the good thing about the e.l.f. fluffy brush is that it really, there's no harsh edges. You don't have to kind of go back in and do anything or make soften anything up really. A little bit of okay, but yeah, guys, let me know if you've used this palette before. And it's quick and easy to do. It doesn't take that long. What I'm going to do is go in with another fluffy brush, just a clean one, just to just as I said before, soften it up. Okay, so what I want to do quickly is just show you that Nars mascara. So it's called Climax. It's quite small, but it is very powerful, really powerful. So what we're going to do is put it straight on because again, my eyelash curler kind of died on me the other day. So, okay, what we're going to do now is if there's anybody new in, do say hello. The lives are for interacting with you guys as well on a Monday. I always have time to do it at about 7 o'clock. And I think 7 o'clock is easier because 6 o'clock we tried and there wasn't, I don't think it was a good time for many people. So sometimes you get really busy lives and sometimes you don't. But I'm still going to go ahead and you can always do hashtag replay. So this is the Nars Mascara Climax Mini. And I'm just going to pop it on for you quickly just to show you the effect and how quick you can see how quick that works and how kind of the difference it makes, guys. Now I don't have the longest lashes, but if I do this, you can see how quick that kind of, it doesn't tangle the lashes, it separates them. Not too much product comes out as well, which can be even in high-end or low-end mascara. That can be really tricky, not to have a product that has, you know, clumpy, really thick kind of consistency. But this is absolutely perfect. It's waterproof, so it's their Climax Mascara by Nars. This is the miniature version. But again, I think I'll get really good use out of this. If you're somebody who uses mascara every day, you might need to get the bigger version, but I just wanted to try out a couple of the kind of blushes and concealers without paying a huge amount. And that's why when I saw this deal on Look Fantastic for 4 items by Nars for £30. Now, even if you look at those both, guys, look how much that's lifted the eye. We're just going to do the other side then, and then I just kind of want to show you another blush that I got today from Primark. I wasn't planning on, but do have a look at my haul. I did a clothing haul, and it was there. It's called Sangria, and it's absolutely gorgeous, guys. So that's that on. You can see, guys, how it's just lifted and shaped it basically. And you could go underneath if you wanted to. But the other thing I want to say before I do the other side is that if you're somebody who really can't use false lashes or the glue, or for whatever reason it just doesn't sit well with you, or you just can't, or there's allergies, something like this is really good and really just separates them. The color is really, it's in extreme black, and just lasts all day as well. So this is my 3rd time using it, guys. I've done a video on it, it's earlier on today, so you'll see it. If you want to kind of in-depth look at it, do take a look. So we're just going to do the other side. But it's probably the quickest mascara I've used where I've gotten a really good look. But do let me know if you're on, guys. Thank you for joining today as well. Sometimes you get really super busy lives. And then sometimes it can just be the way things go, which is absolutely fine. Okay. I would usually have my mini mirror here beside me and look down and do mascara because you kind of have more control that way. But this way is working so far. So Okay, there will be pictures in the post section soon as well. Now let's have a look at that lip kit. So Revolution are doing what looks like dupes of Kylie Cosmetics lip kits, her contour kits. So if I just show you, this is what it looks like. I got this in Superdrug. That's absolutely beautiful. It's super close to the actual um kind of product. I think I did it earlier, and if you saw it earlier, you would have seen the kind of, there was a slight difference, but that is very, very close to what we will get today. And she had peach ones, there was orange, there was kind of really kind of out there ones. This is called Queen. So you get the pencil and you get the kind of lip gloss, and together they're just absolutely amazing. So what I'm going to do first is just set the under eyes, and this is the Revolution Rose baking powder. And I'm just going to do that under the eyes. I'm going to use my little triangle puff here, and then we're going to go on with the lips. I can't wait to show you guys. I did a video, so do take a look. If you are new to the channel, guys, do consider subscribing, because interacting with you guys on a Monday is probably my favorite part. I love reviewing and doing the longer content, but one of my favorite parts is kind of coming on live and kind of just talking with you guys and talking about the products and sharing experiences, because we never know where the conversation takes us, do we? Sometimes the conversation can take us very philosophical a couple of weeks ago when we were talking about life. I mean, today I know we had I don't know if you want to use the word haters or trolls, but again, guys, you know, I think everyone at the moment is just doing their best, and that can be in, you know, in the whole world, as we know at the minute. Things are so fragile, and that when I come on, and if I can help, or if I can, you know, chat to somebody who needs to talk, I really like it, because I think it benefits to both of them. It benefits the person who's talking, and it also benefits the person who's listening. So I kind of really enjoy that. Okay, so that Revolution is really good, guys, because I remember one time I didn't have time to put setting spray, and that powder really set the under eyes really, really well. You can get it in Superdrug. It's from Revolution, so the same brand that we're going to be using the lip kit with today. And we're going to have a look at that now. So you get the lip pencil. This color is Queen, so you get a package. It looks like that, Queen there. I think I said in the video today that the pencil is super sharp, so just really warm that up on your hand beforehand. So that's the, it does look like the color. So we're just gonna get the mirror. Okay, that's what we look at here. Let's just do a quick swatch, and that's the color. And let me just show you the liquid. Again, there will be pictures up as well. And that's the liquid. So you get both of them together. It was $6.99 in Superdrug. So just going to quickly set the face first. Okay, just let that dry quickly. So I've just used, again, it wasn't on purpose, but this is Revolution as well. It's the Matte Fix Oil Control Fixing Spray. So that's quite good too. Very good for the summer as well, because it really does help. Okay, so we're just going to line the lips now. Basically, I've warmed it up on my hand. You can see the color there. We're just going to start at the edge. So this was probably the most daytime sort of look that I got today. There was reds and oranges and deep purples, but this really reminded me of Kylie Jenner's first ever lip product she brought out, and this is called Queen. I can't remember what hers was called, but even the packaging. So that's just the liner, and it's really smooth, really silky, and the pointed tip means that you can really get the shape. You can see the difference it makes, and we haven't even put on the lipstick yet. Like, I'm really excited about this, and I rarely get, I'm very much a kind of blush bronzer type. I don't usually get excited about lip kits, but this has really, and again, guys, it's super affordable. It looks exactly like the Kylie Jenner, but it's actually Revolution, and it's their lip contour kits. So okay, let's go ahead and do the rest, and then I just want to show you how amazing this lip gloss is. And again, I did my video this morning with you guys showing you like kind of the haul that I got, and it lasted the entire day, so that was quite good too. Okay, so this is what the kind of liqueur style looks like. So it just says Revolution Makeup London Queen. So that's the color, basically, Queen. So we're just going to pop this on. This is what it looks like, super thin as well, so you really get to kind of get it where you need it. So we're going to see the difference now when we do this basically. And it smells amazing, guys. It smells absolutely amazing. It's kind of even made them look bigger, even though there's no plumping effect in it, but it has made them look so much bigger, which is kind of an unexpected result. But this isn't like the Too Faced lip injection. There's nothing, no ingredients to that already, from what it says anyway, and there's no kind of tingling effect. But to me, the way you can get right in sharply and go around your lip, you mean you're completely getting the shape automatically. And the same kind of function is in the pencil. Really nice sharp tipped pencil, not too harsh. You can kind of warm it up like I did. But again, this is called Queen, and this is the Revolution lip kits. They don't, obviously no brand ever says it's a dupe, but I certainly feel, you let me know if they look exact. um, I think it's pretty close, but I would wear this basically at they did have the suit, the really deep reds and things like that. But for me, summer kind of time, spring summer, I wouldn't want to go any kind of deeper. If you're in it for daytime. Let me know, guys, on the lives too. So my thing is now is I'd like you guys to let me know kind of what look you would like to see. Um, so just before we do that, and before I go, basically, I did say I wanted to show you the blush. This is called Sangria, and this is what it looks like. Now, I am really into kind of the deeper purple blushes recently. I know that the Orgasm blush was kind of that light, kind of shimmery two-toned highlight. If I turn there, you can see this kind of like a shimmer effect. Um, but this, if I just swatch it for you, is super deep berry. Okay, super deep berry. Okay, so let's just get a clean blush brush. I know I've got a clean one somewhere. Or will I just use I might just use the Real Techniques again. So I'm going to go super gentle, guys, because this is strong. If you looked at my video, do take a look when I put it on first. Okay, so I'm actually going to go super, super gentle because this is strong. I don't know kind of how this has actually looked now in the end. Okay. So that's kind of a very light version of it. I'm going to buff that out with my Big Bertha. This is from DJS Beauty. This is the Big Bertha brush. Basically, it's almost the size of my face, but it's so multifunctional, guys. You can setting spray, you can do so much. But yeah, that's kind of probably hasn't helped that there was a blush underneath. But it's that really deep berry, and for something like £1.50, you do, as you can see, guys. Even if I just swatch that, you don't look at that. Now, I could have gone a lot deeper, but I didn't. Let's just watch it here for fun. I could have gone a lot deeper, but we did have that Nars Orgasm underneath, so I wasn't going to go any kind of any heavier than that. But it is stunning, and it's £1.50. Now, Primark are now like they really are duping things like the Bobbi Brown primer moisturizer. I saw that today. They're dupe of that. I saw the Charlotte Tilbury foundation dupe. And I really went in for clothes because I knew I've got so much. I need to go on a no buy or a low buy or just, try to just do skincare. But when I saw this type of color, I just loved the color. And I think I kept the price on for you guys just to show you. You probably can't see it, but it's £1.50, which is super good value. And you can see the color payoff is absolutely amazing. Keep in mind, I did go a bit lighter tonight because we did have the Nars, we had put the Nars Orgasm underneath, so I didn't want it to be super kind of hot, strong. But this is kind of the finished look, guys. I used that Revolution Rose baking powder to set under the eyes. I will post up for pictures and things like that. Thank you for joining, the guys who did. Again, do hit hashtag replay. But this is the finished look. So just what we did, we used our Nars Climax mascara. We used the bronzer in Laguna from Nars. And we also used the blush in Orgasm. So this is what this looks like just before we go. We used the concealer in Creme Brulee. This is what this looks like here. We used the concealer in Creme Brulee. We used our sculpting light makeup by Mario enhancer, and mine's in light. We then went in just with our color corrector from Maybelline, just to kind of correct where I usually go under the eyes and just kind of around the mouth area. We used our Revolution lip contour kit, and then we did the eyes with the Natasha Denona Rose Quartz palette. So that rose palette, I don't know why I keep saying rose quartz, sorry. So that is the end of it, guys. Again, thank you for the guys who kind of supported when we got a little bit of trolling today. That really does, mean a lot to me. I know people come on, and I do see a lot of smaller YouTube channels that I support and that are growing, which is amazing. But they do get a lot of unnecessary hate for some reason, and it does seem to be all kind of around the same nature of just trying to kind of um, hone in on kind of their imperfections or judging them for doing something, and not even knowing the person. But that's kind of the nature of trolling. So I do try to kind of give people chances. So I did give them chance after chance, and then I think when it gets to the point where I could see it was bothering other people watching, that's when I kind of block them, or you know anything I need to do. You can do take a break for 24 hours, but sometimes I'll just block them if they're getting really unnecessary. But yes, thank you for joining, guys. I do appreciate it. Again, let me know what you would like in the comments. I'm going to put a post up of this picture of this makeup look. It's been a long day. Um, of this makeup look, and then what we can do is we'll do like a poll maybe, or a questionnaire of what you would like to see in the next live. So what eyeshadow palette would you like me to use? So I'll take a picture of 2 or 3, then you guys get to vote, and then by the time next Monday comes, we can use that one, the highest amount votes. So this is it, guys. Really kind of gentle. I wanted to go for like a spring kind of gentle kind of summer look, spring summer look, not too heavy, just kind of enhancing kind of what already is there. That's kind of what makeup I try to do on myself, is just kind of enhance a little bit and not go too much. But again, I did get a real good surprise with the lips. I didn't think it were going to show as large as they do, but there is no, just to reiterate again, for Revolution, there is absolutely no kind of lip injection formula in there whatsoever. It is just the pencil and the kind of lip gloss. That's all there is. But it does seem to have shaped them really well, and maybe that's why I think that they've gotten a bit bigger or something. But I think I'm just not used to having lipstick on all day. But yeah, that's the end of it, guys. Thank you for kind of joining. Next Monday again, it'll be 7 o'clock. Again, I will put the poll up tonight about the eyeshadow palettes. So it'll be Natasha Denona Huda Beauty Medium Obsessions, and then you guys can choose. I'll put pictures up of both, and then you guys get to choose which one. And by next Monday, I will use that palette, so you get to choose. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it, and I'll see you soon.